Well, hello! Welcome back to this wonderful adventure. What's up, guys? We're back, and I hope you enjoyed the little extra video that I posted. It's definitely a cool game, Lay of the Land. But today we're gonna do this. We're gonna continue building on this wonderful, wonderful town or village, the village of Eldoria, here in the continent of Aladiand. Oh, I haven't really given much lore in a little bit. But I guess we're gonna go ahead and talk about it a little bit. So the town has been flourishing. The town folk are so happy in their simple life. But little do they know that something's about to happen that is going to change this area forever. And we'll talk about it a little later, but I just wanted to kind of preface everything with that. For now, we need wood. We've used a lot of wood building all the houses there. And it's coming along very, very cool. Look at that. Today we're going to continue building, but today we're also going to build something which I'm actually going to call it the biggest building yet. We need a farm, we need bricks, and to be honest, we need also other things, but we need bricks, and that means we need and we need packed mud, and we need mud bricks, and so much mud related stuff. So yes, you guessed it, we're gonna do a mud farm / clay farm all together in one big building. So I've gone ahead and gone back to my creative ways, and I went to our creative world and I built it. I designed it. It's something simple. It's going to follow a very similar kind of like ideas like this area, because as we know, this is sort of like the working area, if you will, like the armors and the forge and all that. So we're not gonna call it industrial area, but sort of, right? So yeah, it's gonna be somewhere around behind there, and everything is done, but we're going to add a couple of things. So first, I want to just go ahead and do some tree planting, because actually we've used quite a bit. As you can tell, there is no spruce here anymore. I took out the spruce, so now I need to put in some dark oak. We really need some more wood. So with that, I wanted to show you a little bit of something that I did. So as you can see, I removed the base of this house here. We're still doing it. When I built it in the creative, where I realized that I had to move it a little bit further back so that it fits like like we said, the vicoli, or the little areas to, walk around and in between the houses. And also, we removed this one. I'm gonna be honest, I'm very happy on how this one came out, and you'll see how. And we're gonna keep this 45-degree angle, sort of, kind of, we're gonna call it that, the 45-degree angle house. This one though, I really wasn't liking that I did it like in a diamond shape, and it just, I don't know, it didn't fit in my head. So we're gonna do a normal house, or normal-ish, right? It's just a standard house like this, not like this exactly, but you know what I mean. So we're gonna put one here, and like I said, this is it's getting close. It's really, really, really getting close. This one's gonna go. So for now, we're gonna go ahead and we are going to do some terraforming, if you will. So I'm gonna show you the area that I chose where we're going to build the new farm. So we're gonna build it right about here, in this area here. So we are going to clean this up. We're gonna mow the lawn, pull out some weeds. I don't know if we need to remove the trees. I don't think so, but we're going to definitely terraform a little bit, fill in some holes like this here, and maybe this one here as well. Might as well. I don't think we need to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway, so that way it looks a little better. There's not just holes all around. And we're gonna clean this area up as well. So, and I think we need to also do some filling here as well. But with that said, I am going to go ahead and do this part. I'm going to go ahead and clean things up, and yeah, we'll get started right in. So I hope you like this one, but for now, let's get on with the terraforming time lapse. Alright, terraforming is done. I'm gonna be honest here, I'll give these YouTubers that can record and walk this way many props. It's hard. In any case, I finished. I did a little bit more than what I needed for this build specifically, but I'm thinking a little bit ahead, and in fact, I wanted to do more, especially this area right here, and because there's more things coming, especially here. I want to fill this up and terraform a little bit more, but we can do that in another episode. Right now, we're not going to build just yet, but we are going to go ahead and focus on the village. So here we are. I just wanted to actually focus on this right now, because there's still a few things that I wanted to do, and as you can see, I already prepared that little patch there, but I am going to go ahead and try to finish this area, and get it all more cohesive and kind of like, you know, closed up and ready to go, because of course we're gonna do more things to the area itself, of course, like the ground and all that, but I wanted to do something here, so we're still gonna do the diagonal. We're gonna finish this one. I think this is the first one we're gonna do right now. The diagonal's gonna go there, but here I decided to scrap the diagonal. I am going to just keep it normal, because to be honest, it's hard to come up with a design for a diagonal house. So for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and get everything ready here with me, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on the building. I'll probably show a couple of time lapses and something a little extra that I concocted. Oh, there we go, concocted. All right, guys, here's the time lapse. Hope you enjoy. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed those the time lapses. Maybe a little bit too many, but I hope you liked it. And now I'm gonna just show you how it looks. Now there's definitely a lot of things to still do, but let's check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and detach myself. There we go. Look at that. I mean, come on. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, that's so cool. So this is the diagonal, which I'm gonna be honest, for being my first one, I'm pretty happy. I do like the fact that I have a mod called diagonal walls, diagonal fences, and diagonal windows, actually. So the panes are kind of like they get the diagonal feel there. Same as here. I think, I mean, for my first one, and I honestly winged it. I saw a couple of videos like to get the idea on how to do the actual diagonal part, but yeah, I think it's simple and it gets the point across, I think. And then of course right here, the fountain. I think this is awesome. I put a little bit of moss carpet to kind of give it that feel that, you know, the water it's creating the moss. And then an end rod. There's gonna be some lore on that one, but I think it just at least gives it that sort of central feel. And then the houses. So this is the first one that I showed. So this is almost like the biggest house of them all, if you will. It's like a medium house, but 2 stories. And then with the chimney, and then you see it. It's all kind of cohesive in a way. Different styles, not styles, more like different build materials because of the owners and all that, and then the sizes, of course. But as you can see, it's I think that it's brilliant. I don't know, I'm really liking how it looks, and in the evening, look at that, at night. I mean, come on, look at that shot. Look at that. It looks like a town. It's so cool. It looks like a town village kind of thing with the tower on the backdrop, and then all these kind of buildings around it. I mean, I think it's great. I am really happy how this is turning out. But of course, one of the most important parts going to be the ground. I'm still debating. I don't know if I should go with just straight up coarse dirt and that sort of dirt look. That would bring us pretty far into the Dark Ages, so to speak, medieval time. Or we can do it a little bit more closer to, let's say, Renaissance style, which then that means that it would be all paved. Yeah, I mean, let me know. I would love to know your input, your ideas. Do you think that it would look better with just, do we go medieval Dark Ages style, or do we go more built up, paved kind of mix as well? We could do a little bit of both, kind of like a dirty paved place. But yeah, let me know. I am going more for the I think I would go for the medieval sort of very dirty, in the sense of not paved, still kind of building it up, and because there's a big thing coming, and you'll hear about it a little bit more in a little bit. But let's walk around it just to get the feel of this feel. So as we walk around, you see the houses. The houses don't have any interior, not yet anyway. We'll do those, but Look at it. Look at it. Look how it's just... I don't know, it just feels so good. And as you can tell already, this thing, it's starting to become a little bit of an eyesore. I don't know, in my opinion anyway. So I think this one will be teared down very soon. I just, because I have all my chests in there, I don't want to just tear it down and then have a chest monster. So that's why I haven't really done anything here yet. But man, I am so happy how this came about. And I used this as windows here. I've seen it. I've seen a couple of people do it. So I did a little bit of a combination of that kind of the scaffolding wood open style, and then the window, you know, the actual glass. But yeah, I think this is looking... I think it's looking great. I am very, very happy. In any case, we're going to do a couple of more things because I need to get a bunch of stuff ready. Because we... Oh, let me get myself lit up. Oh, look at that. All right. So, we're going to get all ready because we need to do the big build. So, I need to do a couple of things. I need to grow some dripstone. Interesting, we have not found a dripstone cave, and I wish that we could have one close, but this is, because it's tectonic, it is definitely, it could be an amazing adventure, so more to come on that. But at least I'm gonna go ahead and try and see if I can, grow some. We don't have much, and that's because of the, like I said, mud clay farm that I'm doing. So it's an interesting build that kind of did a little bit of a combo, but you'll see. I hope you like it. But anyway, we have to gather materials, and we're gonna go right to it. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. And 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I am so lucky. I didn't remember that I had a bunch of clay, because I need a lot of brick, which is like the chicken or the egg kind of thing. Because I need brick, but I'm doing a mud clay farm, which means I would need clay. But I had a bunch of clay because when we went to that lush cave, if you guys remember, I actually did get a bunch of clay. I didn't realize how much I had, which is fantastic. Look at this. Look at all this clay. Oh man, it's a lovely thing. So now all we do, we just come in here and put it all in there. And then once this gets full, we'll send it, and we'll have some bricks, and we'll have some brick blocks. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of share that with you, because that was definitely a good happy stance thing that I realized. So but let's go ahead and get everything sorted here, and we'll keep gathering all the resources. So I decided that I was gonna go for a adventure, a little, while things were getting done. And look at this. Look what I found. I found dripstone. So I think that we are happy chaps. I am going to collect as much as I can, and then we're gonna go back, and we are going to go ahead and just get the rest of the stuff done, collected, and all that good stuff, and then we start building, because that's it. That's basically it. That's all that I was kind of looking. I'm still smelting the clay, so that's gonna take a little while, but thanks to our wonderful and awesome super smelter, that's gonna be taken care of automatically or semi-automatically at this point. So You see, there's a method to the madness, so to speak. You know, the farms that we've done, and all that stuff, they've been done exactly how we needed them. So this is fantastic. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and collect this stuff, and I will see you back at home. All right, so we're ready now. You see all the shulker boxes ready to go. The area nice and ready. I kind of lit up around so that I can make sure that I don't get any weird spawns or anything. But let's do this. Hope you enjoy the time lapse. And welcome back. So we're done. We did it. We built the next farm, the mud and clay farm. So let's go ahead and take a look. Pressing the button too many times. There we go. All right. So as you can see, this is what I meant. Kind of like in the same vein as the forge and the armorer's house, I decided to do, but this is more like a factory style. That's what I was kind of aiming for. Very simple, some detailing, not much. I mean, I did the detailing and the texturing on the roof and everything, but outside, you know, yeah, just your typical kind of texturing. I might maybe add some of those walls on this side just to also give it a little bit of a different variance. But right now, it's a two-wing factory of sorts. So this is what it is. So this is the entrance for the mud farm. So this is where we prepare the mud. I have to go ahead and take care of the details here, like the water bottles and all that stuff. So I'll take care of that part. And then here's where the mechanism that pushes it forward, which is actually the same, but sans the water bottles, because on this side, what I'm doing is that I'm just pushing them so that they end up here. And then under here, which I still have to finish that part, like why this little hole here, I have it so that I can go down and put all the dripstones here. I'm still growing the dripstones. I actually did not get enough. So, yeah, but this is it. So it pushes them all over here. Then they dry, they become clay. So it's both of them. It's like a mirror image of it. So that's it. That's the farm. And I really needed this because it is definitely it's gonna be an interesting thing. You take the dirt, you know, and then you flip it around, mud, and then with mud we can do the packed mud with our wonderful wonderful wheat field. Look at that, looking good. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start building things with a little bit more interest as well. With the packed mug, the mud bricks and all that, it gives it a little bit of a different palette too. And as you can see, that's the dripstone that I'm just, growing. But when I'm done with that, I'll put all the dripstone under there. So that's the farm. So I hope you like it. And on to the next thing, I think. I might actually just go and get some more of the dripstone block out that way. But when I'm done with that, then I'll come back and I'll probably wrap this one up. This one being a little bit of a shorter video, I guess. But yeah, in any case, I'm gonna keep working hard. I'm gonna keep thinking of things that I'm gonna do. Although, I'm gonna leave you with a little cinematic just now, and I'm going to share a little bit of the lore that it's coming. Hope you enjoy.
Eldoria, growing village. Villagers finding happiness in the simple life. Little they know of what's about to happen. As the villagers work on their home, they are visited by an emissary from a part of the world they have never heard of. The emissary does not share his name, but commands an audience with the town leader. After about half a day of a closed-door meeting, the leader shares with the townfolk that a lord from the Dale lands has decided to settle in the area and wants to include Eldoria under his protection. His name is Circelos Macramar, Knight of the Shield and Lord of the Scarland. Will the promise of protection hold true? Does this lord hold any secrets? Only time will tell if the village leader decision to accept the promise of protection will indeed be beneficial to all the village dwellers.
Okay, so while I go get some more dripstone, I just wanted to chat a little bit about some ideas that I have for the channel, actually. And I would love to know your opinion and what you think. So definitely sound off in the comment section and let me know. But basically, I've been thinking about doing other things. So doing that video about lay of the land really kind of, I don't know, it kind of sparked something in the sense of doing more things. I've said this before, this world is a long time world. I am not going to call it a forever world because, to be honest, to me, that's a misnomer of what a world is, because the whole thing about Minecraft is enjoying it but doing it differently every time, and not to ding people that like to do forever worlds. That's fantastic, but I'm not a 15-year-old Minecraft veteran. I am a 2-3 year Minecraft player. So for me, it's more the kind of like experimenting and finding fun things to do. So this world I love, and I love the way that it's coming out, and it's fantastic. But I've been thinking of actually then doing other things, like, for example, doing an SMP. So that's coming. So more to come on that. I'm not gonna say which one or anything like that. But I I was invited several months ago, and I am going to get together with a dear friend now, and we are going to start playing together in that SMP. It's an existing SMP, and we're gonna start doing videos. It's probably gonna be like a once a month kind of thing. So instead of doing every week videos on this world, maybe we can do like a couple of times this world, and then the SMP we do it, as well. So more to come. So wait for that. It's definitely gonna happen. But I wanted to share that with you. But with that said, I feel like I want to experiment experiment with some other things, some other mods, some like a different approach to Minecraft. This world, it's going to be always vanilla plus, but it's always going to stay within the vanilla mindset. The other thing that I wanted to do, it's actually, I would love to start maybe like maybe not a series, or maybe like a mini series of doing another type of mod pack, a lot more challenging in a lot of ways. It could end up being also a long-term thing, who knows. I could dabble with that in hardcore. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not a great Minecraft player, so I don't know, but yeah, but that's something that I could do. Let me know. Would you like to see a hardcore kind of series, or do you think that just survival, it's okay? No, just let me know. Let me know your opinion on that one. So I think that we're just gonna do a few things and we're gonna spice it up. So what do you think? Is that something that you would like to see in this channel? Actually, let's take a look where we're going really quick, because I don't want to just randomly go and okay, yeah, we're going the right way. Okay. I wanted to kind of share that with you guys, because I think that it's good, creatively speaking, for me. I am going to be honest, it is a little bit of a struggle sometimes to come up with new builds, and since I'm not really like a super builder, and I'm still learning techniques and all that stuff, but with the caveat that I am 100% a perfectionist, and I don't like to do something that it's not okay by my, I guess, subjective standards. So I like to put out something that I like, that I enjoy, which is one of the reasons that it's so amazing that you guys like it, that whoever watches this, that and the 120 of you at this point that have subscribed, it is such a cherry on top for me. It is such an amazing thing, and I appreciate it very, very much, of course. And those of you that have been here since the beginning, and the new ones, and not the new ones, everybody, those that leave comments, that leave likes, all of you, it is amazing that you actually enjoy it. But that's why it's so validating, because for me, I will only put out a video that I enjoy, and I don't want to burn myself out or feel like I'm putting myself against a wall and forcing myself to try and come up with something just because I have to make a video. I don't want to do that. And I think I figured out that, at least for now, I think that the one thing that's going to keep my creativity kind of flowing is by doing other things, so that I can have a change of scenery and not get Stockholm syndrome, if that makes sense. So what do you think? Would you like me to go ahead and do like other, let's call them series? I'm not calling them series per se, but hey, maybe they can turn into maybe short little few episodes and then see where it goes and all that good stuff. Being that I'm thinking of doing something that it's a lot more RPG driven than, so RPG and exploratory more than, oh, let's build a world that, you know, we have tons of lore and things like that, because that is this one. This is the one that I feel that it can be. You know, this is the one that has all those elements and all those wonderful things. So yeah, let me know. The SMP is just gonna be just pure, unadulterated fun of just playing with people, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I know that I'm playing in another SMP, but that one I'm not doing anything because of how it started and how things are kind of going along, and making videos right now, it wouldn't really make any sense, which is why. But this other one, that one, we're starting from scratch. Well, at least me and my buddy, we're gonna be the newbies in the server, so that's gonna be exciting, I think. But then I still want to do something else. I still want to do that other, maybe a couple of extra videos, or maybe those extra videos are Lay of the Land, the game that I showcased not in my last video. So let me know what you think. I think that this, I want to see where this channel goes. It's definitely a very, very, very exciting proposition. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and fly, because I don't want to get exploded. Oh, I think that's the one. I think that's the, yeah, I think we are perfect. All right, let's go ahead and, yep, we are exactly where we want to be. So anyway, just let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some more of this wonderful dripstone, and then I'll meet you back at home. All right. Look at how beautiful. I mean, come on. It is so cool. Anyway, I'll see you home. All right, so we're back. We got what we needed and what we were looking for. I am so glad that we found that little dripstone. It's not too far, and it's perfect. But yeah, so look at that. Behind us, it's our little mud and clay farm. But yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments for everything that we talked about. But that's all I have for today. Here in the evening, at night, while everything is lit up, and that beacon there that I actually have to take down because it's not doing anything. Yeah, thank you so much again for being here. Appreciate everybody that watches, everybody that comments, everybody that hits that like button. But do all the YouTube things, you know, hit the like button, share. I mean, if you like it, maybe your friends do as well. And if you're new, thank you for being here, and subscribe. That way you don't miss these crazy videos that I try to come up with. But yeah, I hope that everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out. Bye for now.